Okay. Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm gonna be doing a ranking video, a ranking song video. This time it's not gonna be a Disney project. We're gonna be doing an Ariana Grande Petals, like her latest album. And again, if you want to miss any more like ranking videos or Ariana Grande content in my channel, please make sure to subscribe and like. I have like tons of Ariana Grande content in my channel, especially music video reaction. Please make sure to check out the Petals title music video track. It's up on my channel. It's there, so feel free to check it out after or before this one. So we're gonna be ranking the song, and I did this based on my initial listen. I had to listen for the second time in order for me to finalize like my song ranking. Again, the ranking could change as the time goes on. That's how I feel about this album. Like this album, Petals, I would say it's like the sister between My Airing and Dangerous Woman Had a Child, and a little bit of Thank You Next. It would be Petals. Has a bit of that storytelling visual storytelling of Eternal Sunshine. But Eternal Sunshine is more like visually like storytelling versus like Petals, but Petals is more like the vibes for Petals is more like Dangerous Woman and My Everything specifically, in my opinion. And so like I just need more time with this album genre based on my first initial, especially with these songs. And I gotta say, like, Ariana's like not like the best songwriter. Like this is her first ever album where she majority wrote all of these songs. I think with her social, but this one is like kind of like her almost self-written album, I would say, like kind of like her speak now. So yes, there is 12 tracks similar to the Eternal Sunshine, like the original version, and they're both short. I think Eternal Sunshine is more shorter, or maybe they're kind of like the same length, I would say. So I'm gonna be ranking all 12 tracks and I'll share you my thoughts of it. Please feel free to play it down below in the comments. What is your favorite and least favorite track, and what's your overall thoughts about the album? Curious to hear your thoughts. Please don't hate on it. It's just my opinion, and yeah, it's just my ranking. And yeah, this was like very hard to rank, especially my first initial listen. So yeah, further, let's get right into it. Unfortunately, somebody track has to be number 12, and unfortunately I put Stay, which is track 4 of Petals. I would say Stay, I feel like I was gonna say she doesn't have to be there. I understand, like she's like the sister of Needy. I mean, like musically they're not really like sounds. It's just like the theme of both of them are pretty much the same, because Needy's more about like how she really wants somebody to be with her, and Stay is kind of like the same type of vibe. I don't know. I think also she's a bit short as well. She's like one of the first track that's like pretty, not first, but like one of the shortest track in the album. I don't know, just wasn't like a really standout for me. That's the big thing with this album. Like the instrumental is very strong, but like the way she sings it, like lyrically, it doesn't like really stand out to me. I just need more time with it. But like that's why she's number 12. I just didn't have like emotional gravitation towards Stay, but like the message is clear and stuff. Like I get what she's trying to say, but like I don't know, I feel like she doesn't really need to be there, unfortunately. That's just my overall first initial reaction and thoughts with Stay. So Stay is number 12, unfortunately. Sorry. Okay, so number 11, I put Nowhere Nobody. I know this is the last track of the album. Some people love this track. Unfortunately, she's number 11. I put on my notes that during one of the verses, especially the way she sings it, it kind of sounds like Mean Girls by Cat's Eye, especially like the chorus of that song. And I felt like, I was gonna say my first initially, I'm gonna get hate for this, but it's my ranking, it's my opinion, but my first initial thought, it just felt like a filler ending, like a filler closing track. I would say this one, honestly, of course, it did felt like a closing track versus like Ordinary Things. I mean, Ordinary Things does feel like a closing, but this one just felt like an actual, like, feels like the closure of the album, but it felt like it's being forced. Like I feel like she's having a hard time writing this track, and it just happens to be, I don't know, it just felt like a filler closing, unfortunately. That's just like my initial. I feel like as time goes on, I might change the ranking, but my first initial, I put it in number 11, unfortunately. I don't know, it just felt more wordy than like her singing it sonically, if you know what I'm saying. I'm so sorry. Like she's number 11. At least she's not last place, but she's like second last place, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Okay, so number 10. I get some people, I saw some overall critiques. People say that this song, she sounds amazing vocally the entire album. I totally agree with that. Unfortunately, she's number 3rd last. I put Warning Sign. This is an interlude. This doesn't really feel like an interlude. It felt like an actual, almost an actual song, but happens to be an interlude. I wish that she put this towards the place. I wish she would put this towards the beginning after Hate That You Made Me Love Me, instead of like towards, almost towards the edge. Just like, oh, why is there an interlude out of the suddenly? Like, you know, I just felt like she's just, I mean, I like what she's saying in this song, but I just feel like it, again, just didn't really like stand out to me lyrically, like, especially how it's on. It just sounds very like, it's almost like she's speaking in this song versus like actual singing. That's just my first initial like thoughts and opinion, like my first initial reaction when I first heard the song. Again, interlude, it just felt like more like she's speaking instead of like singing. I don't know, I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but like that's just how I felt when I heard this track. It just didn't really like stand out to me, unfortunately, with Warning Sign. It was a warning. I love like the feel of the song, like Warning, but like, yeah, again, this album is so hard to rank based on like a first show. In this sense, it's just more like you're trying to memorize a test and then you forget all the memorization, like, oh my god, like brain fart when I rank this album, except for the leading track. But yeah, unfortunately, Warning Sign is number 10. I feel like she might grow on me as time goes on. I do agree, like it's one of her best, like vocally, I like how she sounds like vocally in this track, but I don't know, I'm just so sorry. She's number 10. Okay, so number 9, I put Big Feelings. I know some people, most of my friends that I know like this song. I'm not in that camp, unfortunately. I put my first one. I feel like the sound of it and the instrumental sounds like Be My Baby. That's why it's like my everything. Be My Baby is like not really like my favorite track from My Everything. I don't know, that one kind of felt like another like filler track in my opinion with Be My Baby. So this one, I know this one doesn't feel like a filler track. I felt it matches like the theme of this album. This was just very like 90s. It's a very like 90s type of R&B type of sound with Big Feelings. And I don't know, I think she might grow me as time. There's just other songs that stood out to me than Big Feelings. It just reminds me of like Be My Baby. That's why I put it for number 10. Number 9, because it has the same sound as that, but that develops like the storytelling with this album. So unfortunately she's number 9. So I'm gonna say put number 9. Okay, so number 8, I put Like I Do. I gotta put, I like the like the operatic sound gothic at the beginning of this song. That's what I put in my notes. The background song was a unique type of choice. I'm gonna say that it's very different from the other song. And this is like one of the first songs reminds me of The Weeknd, like a Weeknd hip-hop R&B type of style song. And it felt like he was in the producer track and then he was there helping her wrote this song. And it sounds like more like, it's like one of those unique sound that sounds very different from how we all thought the album's gonna sound, especially the first half of it. It just makes the album very differently. It just sounds like out of place in my opinion. That's why I put it for number 8. She's like almost in the top, but like kind of like in the middle. She's like okay, in my opinion. She's like okay, but I do love the background. She's a little bit higher up than Big Feelings. I just like the unique experimental sound that she did for number 8. Again, my reaction could change as time goes on, but yeah, unfortunately she's number 8, like I do. Okay, so number 7, I put Never Get Over Me. In my notes, I put like it sounds like a very 90s instrumental song. And I feel like this song could honestly from like My Everything era or Dangerous Woman, but it's more towards like My Everything. I don't like when me filming this right now, I just forgot how it sounds like, because the lyrics are like she's very wordy, you know. I just need more time with this album, but like I just love like the sound of it, you know. Number 7, like she's almost in the top. I just gravitate towards more of the other songs than Never Get Over Me, but she's not bad. She's like in the middle, you know. That's where I like to place her. It makes I feel more happy placing her number 7. Never Get Over Me. But yeah, I love the instrumental sound. That's the thing. That's the thing you see a lot with this album. It's like I love the instrumental, but I just need more time with the lyrics and her actually singing it, you know? Okay, so number 6, I thought this would be a top 3, but I changed my mind. I put Oh Well. This is track number 5. I find the lyrics for this one, it's very dirty. This is like this one makes me feel like old Ariana has never left us. She's always been there with it. As she went like so hands-on dirty. I like the lyrics where she's like, you're gonna see my ex in hell or whatever. I feel like if we know more context about the situation that she's singing the song about, I would have enjoyed it more, but we have like no other context other than like how she's feeling with this. So she was like angry, like pissed off in this song. Like I don't know how I feel about it, but like she had potential. Like I just remember I just loved like the the juicy drama and her emotion with this song, like Oh Well. I feel like she was more like a sarcastic type of sound, but it's not. But like she's number 6, Oh Well. And I feel like she's more like a Dangerous Woman type of song, Oh Well. Again, once again, I'll say this again, I think I just need more time with it, Oh Well. But she's number 6, I gotta say. Okay, so we're moving on to top 5 of the album. Number 5, I put Petals, which is the title track of the album. When I watched the music video, I feel like it didn't really change my thoughts of how the song. The reason I put it number 5 because I just love the instrumental. I love it sounds very differently. It sounds, again, very, very much like a Dangerous Woman coded type of song. I have no idea what this song is about. I need to do more research to like what she's singing about in Petal. But based on my initial, I just like the instrumental, but I don't really know much about like how the lyrics sound like. Again, she's angry with this one, like female range, I would say. And the music video is gorgeous. Like I love how it looks. But I feel like there's something with the storyline. That's what I said in my initial reaction. But like I feel like as time goes on, I might enjoy it. But like I think she's number 5. I think the opening is very, you know. Speaking of opening, so number 4, I put Kiss Me. I feel like it was almost there. It had potential of this being like a great opening track of the album. The instrumental sounds like very like haunting angelically, I would say. She did kind of tease this song in one of like the interloops, like the videos during her Eternal Sunshine when she went down like the rabbit hole, that little sequence over there. I don't know what she was saying. I forgot the lyrics for this song, but I just love how it got me into the vibes of this album, Petals. And I like it. I feel like this song might grow on me as time goes on with Petal, with Kiss Me. But like she's number 4, you know. I really do like Kiss Me, and it just gives me hype of it when you're first getting prepared for this album, you know what I'm saying? So moving up to the top 3 of this album. For number 3, I like the lead single, Hate That I Made You Love Me. I feel like when I first heard this song, I wasn't like mind-blowing. It took me time, repeated listening for me to fully enjoy this song. I feel like Petals is a better music video than Hate That I Made You Love Me. But song-wise, I feel like it's the other way around. This song is very catchy. I feel like right now I never get sick and tired of it. It's very catchy, and it gives you the vibes of this album, like a little sound of it. And hearing her sing it live was amazing. Don't think I wish that the song would have better if she did belt a little bit towards the end instead of like her keeping it like soft tone. I think the entire album in general, there's no like, you don't hear Ariana do any riffs or like a typical riff or high note or as we expect her with most of her albums. But for this one, not really. And I feel like for this one, she had like a missed opportunity in her records where she could have done like a high riff, especially after the bridge of Hate That I Made You Love Me. After hearing, so I get it why it's the lead single. It's like a great lead single for this album, and it gives you like the vibe of what she's gonna talk about. Yeah, great song, still hits, and I like it. I love Hate That I Made You Love Me. It made me give me the vibes of like May when it first came out, like as summer goes on, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so number 2, I'm very surprised how much I really like this song. I put Bad Things, the Bunny Hop. My first initial reaction for this song is like, it sounds like Blinding Lights, and I really do like Blinding Lights, and the sound of it does sound like Blinding Lights. I love the visual for this song. It kind of reminds me like her finding her safe space with a lover, kind of like gives the reasoning why she's back with Ricky, her ex-boyfriend, with this song. Kind of gives you the vibe a little bit of like Ethan Slater, like how she felt like Lil Safe, like bouncing around from other relationship. But I love the song sonically, like how it sounds like a sample of Blinding Lights, and gives you the type of vibe. I feel like this song is kind of great at night, like that great late night type of drive, and you hear like Bad Things, like Bunny Hop. I feel like it's such like an 80s dancey song, but like it's a very sad, hopeful song. You know what I mean? I like that type of vibe and sound. So I put it for number 2. I really like the sampling and Blinding Lights. I was like, ooh, that's interesting. So number 1, I really love Freaks. Freaks is like a very different type of sound of this album. It's very like pop rock that Ariana has. I mean, she kind of did it with Dangerous Woman, the lead single, but this one's very much like a little bit pop rock. That's the same thing I said about the song previously. I love the feeling. It made me felt like I love a good pop song, but with like sad lyrics. That's what the sound of it kind of, that's like the vibe I got when my first initial listen with Freak. I really do enjoy Freak. And I feel like that's one of the songs that really stood out to me after hearing my first initial listen with this album. So I really enjoy Freak. Yeah, Freak is such a great song. That's like my first initial stood out when I first heard the album. I really enjoy Freak. I just love how the sound makes me feel sonically. Okay, so that is my ranking for Petals, Ariana's latest. Let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite and least favorite? Some of you guys will probably disagree with my ranking. I'm sorry, this is like my first initial reaction, first initial thoughts when I first heard the album. Overall, I feel like that I need more time with this album. I feel like as time goes on, I might have a different view, similar to how I felt with Hate That I Made You Love Me. So I feel like that's how I feel with this other album, I feel like the way I rate this album, she's kind of like almost in the top 3. I wouldn't put her at the bottom. She's kind of like in the middle of Ariana's discography. I feel like only time will tell to see how I feel about this album. So yeah, that is my ranking for Petals. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this album and your favorite first? Initial, what is your experience when you first heard this album? Yeah, so I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye! Thank you. Okay, bye. Poof. Hate That I Made You Love Me. I want to listen to it again. Ooh. Oh. Wait, that's it? Okay.